morning, and thanks for being with us. I'm Heather Abraham. What a difference a day makes. After yesterday's big winter storm, today schools are back in session and roads are for the most part clear. And we are, of course, one day closer to spring. It's just 40 days away from now, so hang in there, everyone. Well, I'm excited to meet our first guest this morning. She is a photographer and IUP alum, Amanda Lucidon. She's also the author of this new book called Chasing Light, Michelle Obama Through the Lens of a White House Photographer. Amanda was the official photographer for the former First Lady from 2013 to 2017. That gave her a front row seat for public events as well as from very private moments with Michelle Obama, her husband, and her children. You can see a selection of some of Amanda's favorite photos from the book on display at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh's Homewood branch. Amanda will be there to speak about her experience at an event tonight. But first, we are happy to have her with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
What a neat job.
It was amazing.
I can't even imagine. I love your story, and it truly is a story of kind of following your dreams and not letting someone deter you. You were told you can't make a profession out of taking pictures, and yet here you are.
I think that that's an experience that a lot of artists and young people have that happen in their lives, that they think that you can't, make a career out of being an artist or pursuing what you really love. And I'm here to say that that's absolutely not true. Anything is possible. So I think that it's so important to follow your dreams and to do what you're passionate about.
So I have to ask, what is Michelle Obama really like?
She's just what you would think she's like. She's very authentic, and I think maybe what you don't know is very funny. So yeah, I think what you see, that's what I wanted to try and show in the pictures, is that all these different layers of her.
And you had great access. You said that you were a part of a team of just over a dozen people or so?
5 photographers, yeah. I was the only female on staff during my time there. But yeah, Pete Souza, the chief White House photographer, he hired me. And so I got to cover the president as well as Mrs. Obama, and I spent most of the time with Mrs. Obama.
So talk about this tour that you're on currently. You're holding speaking events and Q&As, and also kind of selecting some of your favorite moments to display.
Yeah, so the really neat thing about the White House is every 2 weeks we would put up new pictures of the last 2 weeks of what had happened. So the photos we call jumbos. They're 20 by 30, pretty large prints, and they're framed. And so everyone at the White House is working so hard to accomplish their goals, and sometimes they forget what we just did 2 weeks ago. So it was really nice to be able to share those with the staff, and the best compliment was when you saw the president or Mrs. Obama looking at the picture in the hallway.
Stopping to look.
Yeah.
Well, so let's talk about some of the pictures. We have some of them to show our audience at home, some of the pictures that will be on display. Kind of walk us through what we're seeing here. Obviously a more intimate moment between Michelle and her husband.
Yeah, this one has been pretty widely shared, and this was a photo that an outside organization, a video team, was setting up to do a tape segment, and they were doing 3 different setups. So in between shifting the cameras, they just had a few seconds to themselves, and she just sort of leaned into him, and I barely had enough time to get my camera out to take the picture.
But you did, and you got it.
Yeah.
I mean, you did have this great access, and tell me about this. Obviously, the president, Mrs. Obama, with her 2 children, her 2 daughters.
This was one of my favorites because this was my first trip, my first international trip, and to go to a place like the Great Wall of China that I never thought I would be at, and to be there with Mrs. Obama and her daughters, it's just truly incredible experience. And so I love this picture because it just reminds me, as a new mother, that her most important role was, always being a good mother to her children.
Right, and you did mention that, I read the article in the Post-Gazette, that she really lights up when she's around children.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about photography too, is that something spontaneous always happens when you're with kids. So for photos, they make great moments.
And we know it was a passion of hers while she spent time at the White House.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What were some of your other favorite moments? We have this one here with the puppies.
Yeah, just so much fun, So like what I said, when sometimes we're shooting a video segment, it's not my responsibility to organize the kids or the puppies. I'm just there to document what's happening, and you can see sort of half of the photos like working and the other one's kind of falling apart because the puppies are running away. And so I just like to be able to show what was happening behind the scenes too.
Well, you're from Philadelphia.
I am.
You studied at IUP though,
I did.
and you said that your professors at IUP had a great influence on you and how you kind of proceeded with your career.
Yeah, I had an awesome photography professor, Dr. Ronald Juliet, who was one of the people that said, you know, you should really pursue your passion. You know, you should take as many photography credits as you did. And I did an articulation program at the Art Institute of Philadelphia, and just started to move forward with that. And then Randy Jessic was my journalism professor, and because of him, I never got a caption wrong when I worked for the newspaper. So I'll never forget the two of them.
And we do have a couple more pictures to show. And are these, all that we've seen, will be on display at the library in Homewood?
Okay. There'll be 10 images, and you'll be able to see them the same sizes as the jumbos. They're printed the exact same way and framed the same way. That way we can bring the White House to the people.
And so did she just relax when you were around her? Did she even know that you were there? How did that happen?
Because I worked in the last 4 years of the administration, I think at that point they were both so used to having photographers around them, and most of the time they were just really interested in being part of, you know, being very present in the moment. And so I was able to disappear in most of those situations.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I should have marked it beforehand, but we were flipping through your book here, which was just recently published, and there was a picture here, and you said that, you know, the president was always all business, and you can find these moments where she is relaxed and kind of engaging. You said that she was always working on making an impact.
She was just she is just an inspiring person, and so, you know, you see that when she travels around, how she ignites the spark in people, you know, whether it's a young girl that, I think the photo that you're referring to, the young girl that, you know, she's just, you know, shaking her hand and being like, you know, you can do it. And so I think it was always being ready to show those moments.
So tonight is going to be a great opportunity for people not only to come out and see the photographs, but also you're going to have a Q&A. What are some of the most asked questions that you get during these events?
Well, the most popular is, how did you get a job like that? Which is a good question. I'm still pinching myself that it actually happened. Well,
I feel like some of the best advice is it's all about who you know sometimes, right?
Yeah, well, actually, I was just working and doing the projects that I was passionate about, and I felt like I kept my head down and I was doing my work, and one day the phone rang and it was Pete Souza, and, you know, I said, you know, you realize this is Amanda Lucidon, right? You know, like
You're calling the right person,
I thought he
right?
had the wrong number. So, you know, I think that that's, you know, a testament of when you do follow your heart and your dreams and the things that are important to you. You'd be surprised what doors open. They might even be the gates of the White House.
So what's next for you?
Well, traveling around and finishing this book tour, and then I've been named a turnaround artist, so I'm actually visiting turnaround art schools throughout the country and sharing my passion about photography and the arts.
What is that exactly?
So Turnaround Arts goes into the lowest performing schools in the country and shows that you can actually turn the schools around by infusing arts through the curriculum all day long. So to be able to meet these kids and sort of share my passion and do little photo workshops has just been the best part of the experience.
Sharing that message to follow your dream, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us. What an honor, and so cool to hear your story and learn more about these pictures. You can meet author and photographer Amanda Lucidon tonight at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh in Homewood. It's a free event from 6:30 until 8 o'clock tonight. Amanda will speak about her experience and again answer some questions. She'll also sign copies of her book, Chasing Light, Michelle Obama Through the Lens of a White House Photographer by 10 Speed Press. If you can't make it tonight, don't miss her photographs. They'll be on display through March 4th.